one thing we're gonna do, it's called a block editor. I'm gonna take this thing. It says block editor. So right click on the block, called block editor, right? Did I do anything fancy yet? Sure I did, right click on the block.
So can you do that again?
Sure. Close the block. So, I'm gonna click on this, because it's actually a block. I'm gonna click on, right click, and I'm gonna go up to block editor. Everyone see this? Now I'm gonna come to this thing. All right. Now let's say, for example, I'm like, I wanna cut more space out of here. So I'm gonna take a box. Go from here. None. Here. I'm gonna split my screen view. Won't let me do that. May not let me do that actually. Block editor. Forget that. So there I go. I want to clear this out. I'm gonna take extrude. Subtract. Let me try this again. There we go. That's it. So now I just subtracted from the block. You can do this with any block. You can actually import your entire project in as a block and cut it in half if you really want to do that. It's kind of weird. So then, when I'm done, click block editor, close block editor, save changes. Now if I go back to here, like, oh, how about that? That's cool, right? That's just a block. So you can, if you take a block, you can actually edit the block and put it back in. So this actually is imported as a block, joined it all together. So it's called block editor. Right click, up it comes. You can draw whatever thing you want, subtract. So I subtracted from all the, apparently I just couldn't click everything, but yeah, that's the way it goes. Easy. So I don't know how many of you have this as an issue. You're digging in. So let's say I wanted to click further. You're like, do you want to go a little further, Joe? That's, and I'm like, okay. Block editor. I'm going to go from, I'm going to put this in. So you want to clean out more of this, and then you want to take it further into the hill. None. And I'm going to put the ortho on. Pick. Now extrude. Subtract. go back to block editor, click on that. Remember, block editor, because no way to get out of this. Like, how do I get out of this? I'm trapped. Click on close block editor. Yes, save changes. So I go back to here and you're like, voila, fish and chips, right? So now you have all sorts of room. So some of you want to do this. We're built in the side, like I think you were over on that side too. So you can clean that out, right? So Saturday, midnight, I don't know. Why don't I make it Sunday at 7 in the morning, so that way you can pull an all-nighter if somebody wanted like really. So Kayla's like, did you pull all-nighters up in Alfred?
No, doing other things, yes.
Forget it. Wrong person to ask.
When I
All right.
got home, though, I didn't.
Well, whatever. It's a rite of passage for architecture students. By the way, architecture students in architecture schools, there's a tremendous amount of burnout because of this tediousness of getting it right, perfecting it, designing it, the pressure of design, the pressure of creativity, the pressure of the graphic representation. I mean, if you Google, students with a high burnout rate, architecture's in the top 5. It's not an easy thing. Low burnout rate, I don't know, psychology, but there's no jobs. What do I do?
Can you
Graduates.
change the color there? You see it's white?
Yeah, don't worry about that, just leave it. You can leave it like that. I'm pretty sure you can go in and match it, for all I know.
Okay.
I've never tried it. I don't know, but don't worry about it. You can, I'm not gonna worry about that. Let's consider it a retaining wall anyway, because you're gonna need a big fat retaining wall there. You just can't have dirt go up and if you wanna actually draw a wall, of course, you can actually draw a retaining wall. All right, so this took a little longer than I anticipated, but I need these done correctly. So Wendy and Janelle, 2 good examples, but there's lots of them. Now, unfortunately, there's a couple of weak students in there that drawing, so like, I wouldn't just use any examples, like, oh, this one looks good, and I'm like, yeah, I can't tell you the student grade, but that's not one I would use as exemplary. This stuff that I'm talking about is stuff that you're gonna have to do in design 3, design 4, design 5. If you're doing these kinds of drawings professionally, especially high-end design firms, yes. If you're just working for a run-of-the-mill architect, they're doing these construction drawings, they'll just show you a floor plan without all the dimensions on it, and they kind of go from there. You definitely want to be drawing in a 3D environment. Why is that? Because the way the project's represented to the client now is going to be 3D models, and the models have to be really exact, because then you're going to take those and drop them into AI, and you're going to actually be very specific on what you want AI to do, and make sure the models are clear and not fuzzy, and don't have a lot of whatever on them. So that way you don't, fall into Nathan's problem. I was showing that to Professor Clark. So we talk about the problems we have with AI, because he's curious to see, like, where do my students go